Okay, so hello YouTube. This is Future Studios. Obviously, you clicked on this video, so you obviously know what it is. And today, I'm here to talk about what I feel about My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Now, before I get to this, it's a good show. I do want to admit that it's not targeted for my kind of audience. Obviously, it's targeted for like little kids, but people like me still watch it. So, I've just learned to live with it. What I've learned about this is, according to this article right here, there's a few articles that suggest this. Now, it is a creepypasta, so is it real? I highly doubt it, but if it was real, it would be very interesting. So, what it says is, Lauren Frost basically thought that, because she heard about this in 2004, November 7th, right there, or about that. And damn it, this guy is actually from a YouTube article I saw. Don't know why it's on here, but oh well. What they're saying is there were 6 girls that were on the same exact day. They all died, basically. And what happened is each one died in their own way. So let me get started with saying this, by talking to this. The first girl's name was Samantha Kiles. She was the inspiration for Fluttershy. Her classmates basically didn't care about her, she was always bullied in school, stuff like that. Her mother conceived her at age 15, and she blamed her for ruining her life. Her mother blamed her for ruining her life. And, she was neglected at the time, and she eventually led into suicide. Suicide, but overdosing on Valium. Never heard of that, but it's probably some drug or something. The second was, obviously, this is the inspiration for Rarity, which was Jennice Walters. She was the popular girl, which obviously was Rarity, because she isn't popular in this show, but she isn't popular fan-wise, but she's popular in the show, at least, kind of. She was smart, rich, beautiful, that's like everything I guess I want Rarity to be in the show. But, she was held up to high standards. She wanted to be a perfectionist, obviously. Her parents acted rich. They weren't. They wanted to seem rich, even though they kind of were, but they weren't, like, filthy rich. Ha ha, you see what I did there? It's a My Little Pony pun. Whatever. But, so what happened is, her parents always argued about money, basically, and she died in a car crash when her parents were arguing, and they got into another argument. The next one, this is Rainbow Dash, obviously. Her name was Alexandra Matthews. She was a competitive person. Obviously, that's Rainbow Dash, because she's always competitive. Like, no matter what. And, what she did is, her father always wanted a boy, but since they got her, they never really got a boy, obviously. So she wanted to make her into a boy. The best boy they could make someone like that be. And, they actually had a boy, because their parents said they could never have another kid, but when she was about 15, they had a boy. And they never really cared much about her after that. And she wanted to prove to her that she can do the exact same thing. And, what happened is, she pushed herself too hard, and I guess it kind of relates to some story I read in English. I don't remember what it was called. The Red Iris, something like that. I don't remember. It's like some kid named Doodle or something like that. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about, then you understand it. But she pushed herself too hard, and her heart, she had a heart condition, so she kind of stopped and just collapsed in a match, and also died on November 7th. So that's great. Then she's most similar to Applejack, which is Jamie Sanders she was a farm girl, obviously. And, she never really had time to really do all of her homework and whatnot, so she didn't really do it all the time. She had to do all the stuff around the farm and whatnot, and her parents died when she was young. Her father died in 2001, and her mother died soon afterwards, because she couldn't take it anymore. She couldn't handle all these children. She had like 2 or 3, I think. I'm not reading it right now, I'm just showing you if you can read it. And, she died in the wood chipper. That's kind of a silly one, but it makes sense. This is probably the saddest story. I do agree with this, guys. This is probably the saddest one. Pinkie Pie's real name, if this actually was true, was Catherine Jackson, a foster child, and moves from home to home. Her father killed her mother and himself in a fit of rage when she was 5. She could quite settle in a good home. Some of them would take her in and were merely interested in financial support, and some of which were a good family. Of old memories still haunted her, breaking her fragile sanity into a million pieces. She would have nightmares of her mother screaming and bleeding, and her father screaming for her, claiming to be after her next. So if you can't tell, if you see in that episode where Pinkie Pie is, what was it? They're trying to plan a surprise party for her, basically. And she's having a party for them, but they are not coming, because they've had one before, and they don't want to come to that one. So she kind of goes into this mental state, where she starts talking to a pile of rocks and things of flour, and it's creepy, but that's the only episode I can really relate it to. There's a few others, but not as creepy as that one. And she basically... This is the sad part about it. She died from, This is sad. She died from jumping off a building because she heard voices in her head telling her to do it. Now, there's one thing I have about this. How would they know how she died? If they knew that, then... I don't know, maybe she told him or something, I don't know, but... This is a creepypasta, so I don't know if this is actually true. Most likely it was not inspired from it, but you never know. And the last one I do want to talk about is Twilight. Now, obviously, she was a straight-A student. And, she, like in the show, she wants to be perfect on tests and whatnot. Well, her name was Cynthia Little. She was held to a high standard from a young age. Her brother was always smart and athletic and whatnot, just like he kind of is in the show. But then again, he guards, like, the castle or something, if I remember correctly. But, what happened is, she basically got a chance to go to a private academy college kind of thing. And she had to take a test. Well, she knew she got straight A's before and everything she's ever done. Well, that kind of backfired when she knew she wasn't going to pass this, I guess, because it was pretty hard for her. And she, cheated. And the result of her parents just gave up on her, and she hung herself. Yeah, she hung herself to save the shame of being an imperfect daughter. That's, pretty sad. So those are all the 6, verse 6. I don't know about any others in the show. I do have theories for them, but I don't think any of them are actually right. Then again, this probably isn't real either. So, think about this. A show that's if for little kids has something dark with it. That is, if this happened. All on the same day, November 7th, 2004. The year my brother was born, so almost 11 years ago, basically. That's pretty sad, but they would have been almost 21 now, probably. 20-something at least, I don't know. They were 15, so yeah. So I don't think this is real, but you never know. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. If you think it's real, then more power to you. But in my opinion, I don't think any of this happened because it's creepypasta. But you never know. You never know. Warren Frost could have just made this all up, and it could have been a coincidence. So thanks for the video watching. And bye. I fucked this video up.